Hello, family. Welcome to another great episode of The Good Word with yours truly, Mr. Frederick. All right, family, I'm going to get right into it today. What if I was to tell you that one of the secrets of the universe is not giving a bleep? Absolutely, family. That is one of the secrets of the universe. Years ago, in my youth, I had this ability. I didn't understand it as part of my spiritual gifts, but I would not pay attention to certain things. It's just like almost seems like, what's this guy thinking about? Has nothing on his brain. And it wasn't that, it was just that I understood intuitively that most things do not deserve your attention. They don't deserve your thought process, your energy. They just don't deserve it. For one, you can't control it. It's going to be what it's going to be. Most things that we see, that we worry about, they're going to be what they're going to be. And a lot of times we go through life giving ourselves this false sense of control. Like, oh, I can control what this person thinks. I can control the outcome of this effort that I'm putting into this. And you don't. It's an illusion, family. And it literally, the more you attach yourself to the outcomes of things, that's whether it's people, how they think about you, that's any sort of endeavors that you're going about, the more you are linked to that outcome, okay, that attachment, that's the key. That's literally the source of your suffering. It's your caring. It's your giving a bleed, okay? And I'm not saying that you use this universally on everything, but on most things, yes. You assess whether or not it's worth you caring about, it's worth you putting your energy into, and it usually you'll find that it's not. You'll find you don't have control over it, and you'll find that you become more powerful when you don't just throw your energy around on different things like that, trying to control the outcome. Okay. And it also takes away from you being authentically you. When you're in a conversation with someone and you are worried about what they think, you're waiting on their response, trying to read their face, trying to figure out how you can do this and that. And family, I'm telling you, that is literally miserable. That's a miserable existence for you to have. To constantly be worried about what someone's going to think. How are you going to be able to get them to do this and that? The true flex, the true power, family, is concentrating on you. Okay, concentrating on what you feel, what you think, how things affect you, whether or not it's worth you putting energy into it. That is when you are ascending to that flow state I always talk about. When you're in a flow state, you understand you don't have that control. Now, some of us, like it's intuitive, we just know. And then some people, they have to be told. They have to learn to let go. They have to learn to breathe. Breathe. They have to learn to go within. They have to learn to accept. They have to learn to just be. I think in one of my raps I put out like I can't remember. I think I actually deleted it, whatever. But it was called Be, and the gist of it was to just be, and that's why I'm so into that East Asian cultural belief system of flow, of the Wu Wei. Okay, I'm very into that because in my experience, I have found a lot of understanding through that because it just aligns with what I naturally am. And again, sometimes to other individuals, it might come off like you're nonchalant, you don't care, you don't have the motivation, and none of that's really true. And it doesn't matter if it comes off that way, really. You don't care either way. But the bottom line is some people will mistaken that as you're not conscious, you're not aware of what's going on. You're very aware, you're fully aware. but you have just processed it so quickly that you understand that it literally doesn't matter to you. It literally, it's like, okay, I've already processed this. Okay, I can't control you. You can't even control you. Most of the people that you encounter, family, they're changing constantly. They're staying the same, but at the same time, they're changing. And their moods are always going to be shifting. Their belief systems, their whatever, their energy is constantly shifting. Okay? You can run into someone the same day, different part of the day. If you've ever done sales, like I have, you know that after lunch, people are in a different mood. Before lunch, they're a little more cranky. They're more likely to say no. After they have lunch, brains, the chemicals in their brain, everything changes. And now they're more relaxed. They're more likely to say yes to whatever you're selling. So I've learned these things over the years, family, that you really have to concentrate on yourself. You have to concentrate on you, what you're thinking, how you're taking things, okay, what your mood is, what your motivation is, okay, and really doing this periodically throughout the day is actually a great thing too. Just do a check-in with yourself, okay? How am I feeling? What is my mind on? What am I concentrating on? Where's my energy going? Where's my attention going? And is it going somewhere that is productive, that actually matters, or I can do something about? Or is it just going somewhere into something that I don't even control? That I have no say in it at all, what the outcome is. And a lot of times we might think that we want something to be one way, and lo and behold, we find out that the complete opposite outcome was the best thing for us. And that's why I always give it to God, family. Because a lot of times not a lot of times, all the time, we have a limited knowledge of situations. You understand, see, the Most High, the universe, whatever you want to call it, that energy that controls everything, knows better than you. And it is a script that's going to happen no matter what. Okay, no matter how much you want to control it. It's not going to go against He wants. So if you believe that the best outcome, the most meaningful outcome will happen for you, you just let it go, family, and release it. Don't try to control it. Don't try to convince people of things. Yes, you live your life and you put forth efforts towards what you want. But there's a line there. Okay, there's a line when you say, okay, did I do everything I can? And you just honestly ask yourself, did I do everything I could towards this? And if the answer is yes, you let it go. You don't badger yourself. You don't beat yourself up. Oh, why didn't this happen? Why didn't I say this? Why didn't I? Sometimes when you let the Spirit lead you, you'll say things you don't even understand why you're saying them. And then later on, you're like, wow, I didn't mean to say that. But goodness, I'm glad I said that. I didn't mean to go that way. I didn't mean to turn down that street. I made a mistake. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You did not make a mistake. If you can't go back and go right back down that street, whatever you was trying to initially drive down, you did not make a mistake, family. You were supposed to go down that street. The problem is we want to, a lot of times, go through life knowing everything, being in complete control over everything, outcomes, people, ourselves. And it's not true. You can never have that, family. But you have to accept that you don't control that, because that's when you are just being. That's when you are truly living. When you are going with the flow. Yes, you're intentional. Yes, you have effort. Yes, you have desires, but you're not attached to that desire. Okay, when you see that the universe is not giving you at that time, you accept it. You still go forward, but you don't let it burden you. You let go of the result. You let go of trying to control manipulate outcomes. That's with people, that's with things, that's with events. You let go of that, family, and you trust. And guess what happens? All that energy comes back to you. Now, you're not living on the outside of you, you're living on the inside of you. You have time to process. You have time to let go, to breathe. You have time to create. You have energy to create, because all of that trying to control everything, guess what that's doing? That's draining your energy. Energy. We don't have an infinite amount of energy, family. It's like some people might think, oh, I could do a job where I'm just sitting down and I don't know, I'm looking at a computer or whatever all day and I'm analyzing numbers or stock market or something. I'm not using any energy. Or I'm just doing security. I just have to watch the door all day. I'm just sitting. I'm not using any energy. Medicine and modern science would tell you that's not true. Just you being in that seat at that job, doing what you're supposed to do, even though you're not moving around, you're using energy. When something's on your mind, you're using energy. Just you sitting there listening, analyzing a conversation you had a year ago, 2 days ago, and you're going back, why did I say that? Why did this person say that? Why didn't I do? That's energy, family. Let it go. You said what you said. They said what they said. You're going to interview. Oh, I forgot to tell them about this. That could have been the thing that didn't get you the job. The thing you forgot to tell them. If you were meant to tell them, you would have told them. And what I'm trying to get you guys to understand is getting into this state of being in existence is ultimately going to benefit you. It's going to benefit you in every way because it's going to free up so much of your energy, so much of your time. Okay? And then you can pay attention not only to more of yourself and not try to control your outside environment at every moment. You can see on a higher level of what I actually have. How can that work for me? What's the benefit of what I have? Because I have it. Something I don't have, trying to figure out that, I don't have it. So just look at that, family. You're trying to figure out something that you don't even have. Okay? Make that make sense. You don't have it. Meanwhile, what you actually have, you always have you. You're not paying attention to. And just energy-wise, you're putting forth effort into something that's not there as opposed to what's there. You have you. You have your thoughts. You can put a certain amount of energy towards something and release it and let it come back, as opposed to constantly trying to grind and make this happen when it's going to happen when it's going to happen. Release the outcome, the attachment to people, things. Release it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. A lot of times people, oh, well, this person disrespected me. This person did this. And so that means now I got to respond and I got to do this. And he or she can't disrespect me. Okay, so now you're going to jail or you're going to lose your job or you're going to disrupt your life over what someone else thinks. Over what someone else thinks, family. You can't change what they think. They're going to think what they think. They had that thought. That thought is based on their experiences, is based on their beliefs, their insecurities, whatever it's based on. It's not yours. That's their thought. Never lose your position over someone else's thoughts or actions. You can control you. A lot of times it's not worth it. Let it go. That's why you see these young people running around here making bad decisions and trying to protect their respect because they believe what this person believes. That's all sales is. It's a transfer of belief. So that person did something that they perceived as disrespectful to them. So that belief has transferred to you or to them, when they could be building their own internal fortitude to where nothing can penetrate that. But the more they're concentrating on what someone else is doing, they're not paying attention to them. So family, understand the art of not giving a bleep. Understand it. I'm saying it jokingly, but it's serious. Don't give up. And you'll see growth. Love what you do, family. Do what you love. Peace.